Hello. Well, I made it. Coming at you through the hospital, from the hospital. Night after my surgery. It really couldn't have gone better. It was a good day. It was a good experience. Um, I got here at 7 o'clock this morning, and they called me back to pre-op like right away. My husband went with me and got in there, got changed into a gown. Then they came in a little bit later and they started my IV and just asked questions about, making sure I hadn't had anything to eat or drink, allergies to different things, whatnot. And then I'm gonna have to get a drink of water. My mouth has been so dry. I've been chugging the fluids. And I mean, none of that part bothered me at all, but my husband, who is deathly afraid of needles and blood and anything related to anything medical at all, was freaking out. He was sitting in the corner, literally facing the corner, and he had a baseball cap on, and he had it pulled down like over his face so he wouldn't accidentally see something. It was quite entertaining. But yeah, I was fine. At that point in time, they also gave me my Valium and some Tylenol, and then something else. They said to, like, something with nerve pain or something. I don't know. 3 different pills, and they gave me like a little cup of water, and I could drink all the water, which I was really excited about that because I was really dry at that point from not having anything to eat or drink. Then a little while later, my surgeon came in, and she said that, she's like, I'm here ready to go, but we're waiting on an operating room because the surgeon that was scheduled for the same room as she was before her ran into not complications with his surgery, but he like found something else to where it was going to take more time than what they had allotted for the surgery. So I just kind of had to hang out. I ended up not going back to surgery until 11. So I was fine because I was nice and drowsy and comfortable from the Valium. I think Paul was really I kept telling him, I'm like, go get some breakfast, or go do something other than just stand here and pace and stare at the wall. But he wanted to make sure that he was in there to see me off when I went back. So that was really sweet. So yeah, about 11 o'clock, then the anesthesiologist came in and just kind of told me what they were going to be doing, that they were going to be putting an oxygen mask on me, and that I was going to be fully put to sleep, and they'd give me the stuff for that through my IV and everything. She was really nice. And then the OR nurse came in, and she's like, I'm ready to take you down. And so they put one of the little caps on my head, and then I had to take off my glasses at that point, which I think I'm gonna do that now because it's making a glare. That's probably annoying if you're watching this. I took off my glasses, and I'm like blind as a bat without them. So from that point on, couldn't see anything. But I gave all my stuff to my husband, and I just kind of packed a little tote bag that I brought with me. And so he took my stuff, and then they had like lockers that he could put the stuff in so that he wouldn't have to carry it around. And so they wheeled me down to the OR, and I get some more water here. It was kind of strange because they just went through the main hallway of the hospital and the main elevators, and so like there were other people, you know, using the elevator and walking around, and I thought, oh, that's a little weird. You know, usually if they're going to take you down to surgery, they use like the back hallway and the back elevators and stuff, but not this time. But you know, hey, I couldn't see him anyway, so no big deal. So I was on the 6th floor. That's where all the check-in and the pre-op and then my room and everything is all on the 6th floor, and surgery was down on the 3rd floor. So we went down there and they wheeled me into the surgery room, and it was very bright, lots of lights, and it was also pretty chilly. So I got in there, and I had to scoot over from the bed that I was laying on onto the surgery table, and the surgery table is very narrow, and so I scooted over there with no problems, and then they got me a warm blanket, a heated blanket to put on me, so that was nice, and everybody seemed real nice. There were probably like 6 different people in the room. My surgeon was making jokes like, you know, hey, I'm glad you could finally show up for the party, you know, acting like I was the one that was running late. And everybody was just real nice and friendly, and so, you know, really put me at ease. And I wasn't anxious at all today. I mean, waking up and going to the hospital, I ended up waking up at 4:30 this morning, just because, you know, hey, it's surgery day. I did sleep really good up until that point, so I got some solid rest, but then I was awake from 4:30 on, and then we left the house at 6:30. But yeah, so back to the surgery room. I was calm. I mean, the Valium was really, really nice. It was exactly what I needed, because I was just kind of dozing on and off while I was waiting in the pre-op area. And so yeah, I was comfortable, I was calm. And so I got in there. They put an oxygen mask on me and told me to just take deep breaths of the oxygen. And at that point in time, I was feeling pretty wide awake because, you know, it's go time. And so I remember laying there, breathing the oxygen, and just looking up at the ceiling at, you know, all the bright lights and everything. And I remember thinking, okay, you know, when they give me this stuff, am I gonna like start feeling drowsy, and then just like I'm so drowsy, and then I'm out. It was weird. I was breathing the oxygen, and the next thing I know, I'm like out, and I'm waking up in recovery. So, and it seemed like when I woke up in recovery, it seemed like 5 minutes had gone by. I mean, it didn't seem like, oh, I'd been out forever. And so that was really nice. And it was, you know, it's a good feeling to wake up in recovery and know that it's over with. And in fact, I think I had to ask, you know, is it over with? Because it just seemed like it went so fast. And so I woke up, and the pain that I was having, it kind of felt like I just had to pee really bad. You know how you get, like, if you have to go super bad, and you know, and so your bladder just feels like it's going to explode. It's like I kind of felt like that. And then, you know how then if you have to go really bad, and then you go, and then like all of a sudden your bladder's completely empty, and then it just kind of almost feels crampy or painful. It's like that was the kind of pain I was having. It didn't really feel like just you know, oh, I've got a stomach ache or something. I mean, it felt like related to like, oh, I need to pee. But I had a catheter in, so I knew that wasn't the case. And so that's kind of what the pain has been then the whole time. I would describe it as fairly mild to moderate pain, I've been pumping or using my, where's my little button? Show you my little button here. This is what I push when I have pain, and it delivers a dose of it. I can, when it's lit up, that means I can push it, and then after I push it, the light goes away. So I won't push it right now because I might fall asleep while I'm making this video.